Joel was a wonderful young man. He had all sorts of potential, and he was growing in recent years by leaps and bounds, emotionally and intellectually, in terms of taking responsibility and doing new things.
Joel was extremely earnest, had a great sense of humor. The rabbi at his funeral pointed out that if he wanted to be your friend, there was no question but that he was your friend. You didn't have a choice.
Didn't have to know him for a long time to know what Joel was like. I mean, he was just the freest kind of soul you would want.
A misunderstood young man who had challenges that a lot of people couldn't imagine and managed to handle them, for the most part, like a true champion. He was the type of person who would happily talk to a stranger, help out someone on the street.
Joel had Asperger's syndrome. Asperger's syndrome is on the autistic spectrum. In fact, everybody in the world is on the autistic spectrum. It's just some people are a little closer to one end than the other.
He was also a very friendly kid, and he couldn't sometimes understand, because of his disability, why being friendly wasn't enough.
His dream was to live in a small town, to have a dog, to have a job working for a transportation company because he loved transportation and communication. When you lose a child, it's a great sadness. We don't want to focus on the sadness. What's very important to us is that something good comes of this, and nothing better could come of this than other people having the same experience that Joel had.
In March of 2010, Jesse came to me on the subway one morning and he said, I have this most amazing idea. We absolutely have to do a hockey tournament in memory of John's brother Joel.
An idea that was built out of our relationship with John, our relationship with the Schwartzes, and knowing Joel as being such a special person. So a major goal of this tournament is not only to raise the money, but to gain awareness for arena and developmental disabilities. Learn how much they can do and how much we could do for them and with them, and understand that we are young, we are very able, and there's so much that we could do to help so many other people. Most of all, I love the fact that the Schwartzes are so passionate and so excited about this, and we're really going to make this a lifetime event, and I'm excited to be 80 years old and trying to play hockey at that point.
After Joel died, we of course went through many of his things, and we found a piece that he had written when he was 17 years old about what his life would be like in 20 years and what he hoped it would be. He said at the very end, and in 20 years, I hope that I would have a lot of friends. And I hope he knows now how many friends he actually has.